James Charles Stuart was born on June 19, 1566 in Edinburgh, Scotland. His father, Henry Stuart of Lennox, was murdered shortly after James's birth. His mother, Mary, Queen of Scots, remarried Patrick Hepburn of Bothwell 3 months later. Both were thought to have been involved in Henry's death, and as a result, Mary was forced to abdicate the Scottish throne. You know, she wasn't just forced to do that because of that. She was actually a notorious adulteress. She was the Queen of Scotland, and this was her second cousin, or excuse me, her second husband was murdered, who was actually also her first cousin, which is always kind of weird. But I'll get into that later. But you know, she was actually preached off of her throne by preachers at the time because she was in open adultery with men in her court, and it was pretty despicable. She actually had to swear that James was actually the son of Henry Stuart, and they actually literally like compared, you know, paintings of Henry Stuart and him to, you know, to really make sure that, oh yeah, he's really related to him, because it meant a lot back then. Let's see here. Mary was forced to abdicate the Scottish throne, and on July 24th, 1567, she fled to England, where she was imprisoned, never to see her son again. So her son is only 13 months old, and she's forced to abdicate the throne and flee to England because she was involved in a plot to kill her husband, which was successful. He was actually blown up, which is really kind of strange, but he was staying in someone's house, and they packed gunpowder underneath his bedroom and blew him up. And this is in 1566. This isn't like yesterday or just 50 years ago. This is a long time ago, and they blew him up, which is kind of interesting, I guess. You know, James was only 13 months old when he was crowned King of Scotland, and it wasn't that uncommon for you know, babies to be crowned king. Actually, his mother was crowned queen when she was about 2 months old, I believe, upon her father's death. A child king, James was virtually powerless, and he was looked after by different kirks or lords in Scotland. He was often used as a bargaining chip and even kidnapped several times. James, throughout all this, had a very thorough, if old-fashioned, education. Probably the only consistent thing in his young life was the study of the Bible.